Hey guys, John here for another quick update video on the Time Attack Evo. I know it's been a while since I've vlogged. I just woke up. I'm in Berkeley right now. I just want to give you guys a run over of what's been going on with me in the car and what the future plans are and where I'm going with this whole entire thing. So first of all, the car is getting prepped for Global Time Attack Super Lap Battle. It's at Buttonwillow Raceway, November 10th and 11th. The video or the race will be live streamed, so feel free to watch. The link will be below in the description if you want to watch me race. I'll be car number 415, representing Trackspec Autosports. Anyway, yeah, there's been a number of modifications being done to the car right now that Trackspec carried out before Global Time Attack that were very necessary, and some of which were repairs, some of which were upgrades. So let's dive into that list. So first of all, the first mod that I didn't think I was going to have to do was the AMS 750R Turbo Kit. Now, I had two options. One was get my FP Green, which was on the car for 80,000 miles, rebuilt and sent back to me. But that would have taken 4 to 6 weeks. FP said so. I didn't have that kind of time because I just found out 2 weeks ago that my turbo had chef play. So I basically scavenged through forums, internet, and my friend Gary Bains of Bains Tuning actually found me the 750R kit with a GT 3076R already with the kit, brand new turbo, everything. So that went on the car, and it's actually just waiting for a tune from Gary on Sunday. Today is Friday, so in a couple days the car will be tuned. Now, the kit comes with like the tubular manifold, external tile wastegate, the turbo, downpipe. It's all included with the kit. So that was really nice. That was an easy, just pull the existing turbo kit out of the car and just swap it over. But there were a couple of things that need to be addressed when switching to the tubular manifold, such as the upper radiator pipe was still the silicone stock one, so I had to switch it to a hard pipe. I had to heat wrap a bunch of stuff and get a cam position sensor heat shield because those tubular manifolds create a lot of heat, and since there is no real method of heat shielding that works for these manifolds because the wrap tends to crack them and no wrap tends to overheat everything around it, so you have to try to manage it as best as possible. And you'll see in some of the underhood shots, I'm still trying to move lines out of the way and wrap different parts of the engine bay, so heat management heat will not be an issue anymore. Now, the second big upgrade that happened to the car was brake ducting. Surprisingly, I had not had brake ducting done before, so I had John at Trackspec go ahead and install some brake ducting, and we'll see how that helps with cooling. At Laguna Seca last time when I ran the 137, the link will be right here. When I ran the 137, I was experiencing some brake fade after 2 or 3 hard laps, and I really wanted the cooling to be at max capacity for Super Lap Battle. The next couple upgrades are small ones, but still things that needed to be addressed, which was one, a baffled oil pan. At Buttonwillow Raceway, there is a very long right-handed sweeper, and that starves a lot of evos of oil. One of my friends that ran Super Lap Battle last year actually had issues with that. So everyone runs an AccuSump oil accumulator, which I already have, paired with a baffled oil pan, which I bought from Busher Racing. So that will be installed on Monday, as well as a tile QR blow-off valve. I have a JDM Evo 9 valve on the car right now, but I just wanted to upgrade because why not? The car is undergoing so many changes right now that I might as well upgrade the valve to hold the amount of boost that I want it to hold. Suspension's remaining mostly, actually all the same. There's nothing going on with the suspension. The brakes will be replaced with just gyro disc 2-piece rotors in the front, blank rotors in the back with the Raybestos ST47 pads all around. So here's a walk around of the car. I shot this at Trackspec in like 2 minutes before I had to run to another appointment, so excuse the camera work and the kind of shaky descriptions of things, but it is what it is. Here's a short little walk around to give you guys an idea of what we're working with. Hey guys, this is John here for a quick update video. I'm just getting behind the camera really quick because I want to show you guys some of the updates that I'm having Trackspec Autosports due to my Evo before Global Time Attack this next week. Yes, the car will be competing in all-wheel drive limited class, which means I have to be at 100 tread wear tires. I'm using Maxxis RC1s, and there's a bunch of other stuff that needs to be kind of done 100% before the day. So let's get into it. First of all, here I have a AMS 750R turbo kit with a GT3076R turbo strapped onto it. It's running full E85. It should make somewhere in the realm of 500 wheel horsepower by the time it's tuned. It's going to be tuned by Gary Bains of Bains Tuning. A couple other quick updates. So we have the brake ducting, as you can see in there. I don't know if you can see it. It's getting run from just about where the air dam is right here. There was a couple other things I had done when the turbo kit was being installed, such as this ETS upper radiator pipe. That'll keep it nice and cool compared to the stock pipe. It also has an ETS MAF intake. Gary wanted me to keep it MAF style, the OEM style, so it's easier to tune for him. It's on Fuel 441 road race coilovers, and Kai RPF 1s, just the standard stuff right now. Car's almost ready, guys. It'll be here ready in a couple of days. Be tuned, make somewhere in the realm of 500 wheel, as I said. Here's the rear of the car. Everything else is pretty much staying the same with the car. I'm trying not to change too much, trying not to change the dynamics of the car too much before Super Lap Battle. This is actually going to be my first time at Buttonwillow Raceway at the same time as running Super Lap Battle, so it'll be an extremely interesting situation to be thrown into. The learning curve will be extremely high for me because I had never driven the track before. It's been a couple of weeks since I've actually gotten behind the wheel of my Evo, and the first time I'll actually get any sort of performance driving behind the wheel of the Evo will be at Super Lap Battle on the practice day on Thursday. So it's kind of nerve-wracking, kind of exciting all at the same time. And I know that it's a great experience, and I hope that I'll be able to pull some good times out of my butt. Now moving forward with the Evo, not much will change. I have actually a second block sitting in my garage waiting to get built. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Honestly, I might stick with almost an OEM style rebuild, upgrade the rods, the bearings, keep the same compression ratio. Because my goal with this car is not high horsepower, it's not high torque, it's reliability, longevity, and the ability to beat the living shit out of it at about 450 to 500 wheel horsepower and 400 to 500 torque all day long. Because once I overstep that boundary of 500 wheel horsepower, that becomes a little bit too much for my classing and what I'm looking for in the car. This car is supposed to be a road racing monster. It's not supposed to be a high horsepower, 800 wheel horsepower, crazy beast of a car that a lot of Evo owners tend to build. So actually the GT3076R will probably stay for a very long time. I'll probably upgrade the bottom end of the block because that's the last thing left to build. And then from there we'll see what goes on with the rest of the car. I mean, I might start running more time attack events, might start running NASA events. There's a lot of options opening up for me after Global Time Attack that I have to assess and look at what's the most effective for me. As with everything, racing is a very expensive and time-consuming hobby, and I'm actually pretty stressed out right now about Super Lap Battle and that entire thing, because the schedule for this week looks like Monday install oil pan, and finish up tying lines down and wrapping stuff in heat tape and X, Y, and Z. Tuesday I'm going to pick up a trailer and get that hitched up to the car. Tuesday night I will load the Evo on the trailer, and Wednesday we actually leave for Buttonwillow because on Thursday at 4 a.m. Tech starts. So 4 a.m. I will be at Buttonwillow Raceway, teching the car, getting everything last minute checked, making sure everything is prepped and everything is ready to go. Thursday all day, the practice sessions go on. I'm not sure how many sessions we actually get. I didn't look at the schedule too closely, but I'll get all my practice in that day. Hopefully nothing goes wrong with the car, everything's fine. John from Trackspec is actually coming down to trackside to support me because I am sponsored by them. So he will be handling all of the mechanical stuff with the car over the weekend, all the maintenance, oil changes, spark plugs, everything that you could think of. He brought extra gaskets for the turbo, extra manifold gaskets, everything you can actually think of is taken care of by Trackspec. So thank you so much to them. They've been amazing through the entire process. I've been micromanaging John over Facebook and stopping by the shop and making sure everything's perfectly aligned for this day, and they've been just fantastic. I hope in the next vlog I'll get John to talk a little bit about the car and about his experiences working on this thing, but he doesn't like being behind the camera too much, so we'll see what we can do. Yeah, so I hope you guys have really enjoyed this little update video. It's been quite the journey the last few weeks for me getting ready for this event, and maybe I will take you guys behind the scenes and a look of what it's like to actually be a driver in the Time Attack series car. I'll have a bunch of videos up from Global Time Attack coming up here soon, so stay tuned for those. Thank you guys so much for watching and always for your support, and hopefully I'll bring home a trophy for you guys. Alright, stay awesome.